Oh yeah, there we go. There we go.
Sweet, here we go. He's a little guy.
Here we go. Oh, it's a calico. Yeah. We got something decent. I think it's a halibut, big halibut. Halibut, calicos, spotted bay bass, sand bass. Awesome.
So kayak fishing in Southern California has been around for a long time. In fact, it's one of the things I've been doing for a little over 30 years. I grew up here in Southern California, in Long Beach as a matter of fact. I used to pinhead right out here on the Annie B barge, which was back in the late 70s, early 80s as a little kid. I jumped on my first kayak in about 1990. From there, it's just progressed. Anywhere you have access to water, you can pretty much do it. Lakes, mountains, rivers, and especially here in Southern California, we have easy access to all the coast.
My name is Shea McIntee, and I am the host of Stoked on Fishing. Southern California inshore fishing is wide open. You've got your calico bass, you've got sand bass, you've got sculpin, you've got halibut, you've got white sea bass, and you can catch anything at any given time at any given place. Good morning, good morning. We're going to be doing some kayak fishing in beautiful Long Beach, California. What's so exciting about this type of fishing is the diversity. You get to do so many types of fishing here. The other thing that makes it so fun is you have no idea what you're going to catch. And to be in an Old Town kayak makes it that much more special. And I'm just really looking forward to it, and I'm super stoked to be on the water today.
That's right, we're having a good time down here in Long Beach, South Shore's launch ramp. Got a little bit of overcast weather. Gonna head out and take the kayaks and go chase some calico bass, maybe some spotties and some sand bass. It's been pretty good lately. We got a pretty good tide swing, had a full moon last weekend. See what happens.
Our plan coming into today, number one, have fun. That's numero uno, is just we're lucky enough to go fishing. And our goal was to actually catch as many species as possible. We really wanted to show what we have to offer here on the West Coast.
We were chasing spotted bay bass, calico bass, and sand bass. Primarily out here, you're gonna get those three bass species, as well as your halibut. You're gonna get the occasional white sea bass and some other species as well.
He's a little guy.
Oh yeah. Pump you up, Dave.
Look at that guy, nice little sand bass on the chatterbait. Got the FishLab trailer on there. We're just working these shallows. It came up to about 4 feet over this nice pinnacle. Just working those baits over the top there, and that thing just kind of came right up in there.
Dude, that's a nice one.
That's a chunky, dude. Look at
4
that guy.
feet, he is.
4 feet of water for a sand bass? Usually they're down deep.
Yeah, sweet,
Awesome.
dude.
So today our goal was to fish primarily artificial baits. We threw everything from the A-rig to swim baits to underspins. The bite was good. These are very reactionary fish, especially when you're fishing around these big rocks and these big rocky structures. What happens is these big calico bass and sand bass, they'll actually back their way into those rocks, and then as those little bait fish and anything that happens to go by, they're actually going to react to that. They're going to come out of those rocks, they're going to smash that bait, and then they're going to back their way back in. So fishing those artificials, you make that cast, you get it come down real quick, set that hook, and you want to turn those fish around real quick and get them out of the rocks.
Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's a calico. Yeah. Fishing with the kayaks allows you to get up close and personal with some of the locations that we fished. Like I said, the docks, the pilings, the boats. So again, that's another fun thing. Besides catching all these different species of fish, you get to use all kinds of different lures. And a lot of it transitions over from the freshwater, which is awesome. So if you bass fish, you basically can grab all your bass gear and roll down to one of these estuaries or bays and you're fishing. We got something decent. I think it's a halibut, big halibut.
We're just working this back little corner here between the Carnival cruise ship as well as the Queen Mary. And Shea is hooked up to a nice little Southern California barn door.
We got a legal halibut. Yeah. Bendo on the halibut.
Yeah. Bam, there you go. On the Mad Eel. I'd have these in your boat or kayak at all times. At all times. All right, what we talked about earlier, bycatch. And one of that fun bycatch is Mr. Halibut. Even better, they eat really, really good.
All right, so far, a little midday update. We've caught a few fish. I think we've got 4 spotted bass. We've got a couple sand bass and a couple halibut of all things. We even got a 26-inch halibut that Shea landed just a couple of minutes ago. When we got here, we were sitting right at the bottom of low tide, but now that the tide's coming in, we've got some water movement. So we're actually pushing around. That should spark up that bite a little bit. So now the plan is we're gonna head on the inside here. We're gonna work these docks. We've got pilings, we've got yachts. We're gonna try to make some nice long parallel casts along those docks, work each of those pilings. Let's see what we can do. It's gonna be fun. So as we're out here in Southern California targeting these saltwater bass, there's no real seasonality to do it. It's a species that you can actually go chase all year round. April through August, it can be really epic with some warm water, especially when you got the kelp influx that's coming in. So Southern California's got some really great places to fish, and there's some great landmarks all around here. The big one that you're gonna see is the Queen Mary. That's a boat that's been there for over 100 years. Of course, you got all of the cruise ship docks up around here. You've got Terminal Island. It's one of the largest shipping areas in the whole world, as a matter of fact. So a lot of boats are coming in and out of this port at all times. See, and of course, if you head up and down the coast, you've got miles and miles of white sand beaches. You've got giant houses up on the cliffs.
It's almost like a Los Angeles right next to the water. The buildings are right here on the water leading to the bay. And it's just one of many spots here along the SoCal coastline that's just cool to fish. Yeah! Get out of those rocks! Get out of the rocks!
So kayak fishing is something I've done for a really long time. It's a great way to get onto the water. It's just you, it's just the water, it's just the fish.
Fishing the Old Town kayaks was awesome. Not only could you stand up on them, but I was really impressed with how fast and mobile they are. It's like a bicycle, and you can scoot on these things. I was really impressed on how fast you could move around, and then how mobile they were to line up parallel to docks, rocks, and be able to get parallel in casting and even back up.
So the Bigwater PDL 132 has been an absolute game changer. Old Town really crushed it with these boats. These things are stable, they're fast, and that PDL drive is amazing. Just an awesome boat. Well thought out, lots of storage, and very stable.
Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's a Calico. Yeah. Okay, there you go, Mr. Calico Bass, off the rocks. Nice little chunky monkey. We just had a nice halibut. We've been catching some little spotted bay bass.
Lady.
Oh! Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that feels like a...
Yeah.
Oh, halibut.
Oh, halibut. Nice, bud.
So if you get a chance to kayak fish, you really should do it. Get out there with someone that knows what they're doing. There is a learning curve to it. It's a little bit different than being on a boat. Once you actually do it, it's phenomenal. It's such a great sport, such a lot of fun. You really just got to get out and do it.
Yeah, awesome. Halibut, calicos, spotted bay bass, sand bass. Awesome. Yeah, the trifecta, exactly, Dave. Yeah, buddy, what's up?